Hello everybody, Heath the Blogger Guy here. It is December 20th. I am very happy with myself. This is the 20th day in a row that I have continuously read these Christmas stories. Definitely on a better track than my Halloween stories that I had done, where I had missed a couple, but of course we did have some busy days in the month of October, so that kind of put a kink in some of the Halloween stories. But if this is your first time watching this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also ring that bell and that will notify you anytime I put out any kind of new content. And if you're liking what you're seeing, give me some thumbs up. Also, share this video and it'll get it out to more eyes. Only a couple more days until I read The Night Before Christmas. But tonight's book is Grumpy Badger's Christmas. So, without further ado, let's move my drink so I don't knock it over. Let's get started. Ooh, cool. It looks like this one might actually be able to stand up on its own. For the most part. Alright. It was almost Christmas, and the forest was a flurry of activities. The animals were bustling here and there, putting up Christmas trees, wrapping presents, making tasty cakes and cookies, while the young ones scampered about, squeaking in excitement. Everyone was looking forward to Christmas. Well, almost everybody. Grumpy Badger looked out his window and scowled. "Merry Christmas," shouted Squirrel. "Merry Christmas." "Bah!" he shouted back. "What, piffly? I am a sensible creature, and I sleep all through the cold winter. Now I am getting to bed until the spring, and if anyone wakes me, I shall be very, very grumpy." And with that, he pulled his window shut with a loud clunk. Grumpy Badger knew he wouldn't be hungry when he woke up. He checked his pantry. There were pies and pastries, hams and cheeses, crispy crackers, jars of fruit, and sticky sweet jam. "That should do," he said. Then he filled his hot water bottle and climbed into bed. He had just closed his eyes when there was a knock at his door. Knock, knock, knock. It was Mole. "Merry Christmas, Mr. Badger," he said timidly. "I am sorry to bother you. I've been trying to put the lights on the Christmas tree, but it's just too big. Could I please borrow your ladder?" "Christmas tree," sputtered Grumpy Badger. "Piffly, and double piffly. Christmas is for sleeping, and that's what I'm trying to do." And he closed the door with a loud bang. "Bah!" huffed Grumpy Badger, climbing into bed. "Borrow my ladder indeed. All I want is a bit of peace and quiet, so leave me alone." He peeked under his bed where he had put more food for spring. Candies and cornbread, cherry cupcakes. Then he cuddled deep into his big, warm, comfortably. He was just starting to snore when there was another knock at the door. This time it was Squirrel. "Hello, Badger," he said cheerfully. "I brought you a Christmas present." "Christmas present?" snorted Grumpy Badger, piffily and triple piffily. "I don't like presents. I don't like Christmas. All I want is a little peace." And he shut the door with a loud crash. Now Grumpy Badger was really grumpy. To cheer himself up, he thought about bottles and bottles of homemade lemonade he had in the cellar. Then he lay down and closed his eyes, but he couldn't sleep. He felt a little chill. Suddenly there was a loud bang at the door. "Oh, what is it now?" Grumpy Badger sighed. He was about as tired and grumpy as badgers can be. "Oh, Badger!" panted Rabbit. "Help! Oh, poor Mole! He's stuck at the top of the Christmas tree. Come quickly!" "Piffily!" he shouted, Grumpy Badger, and triple piffily on top of that. "Why can't everyone just leave me alone?" He slammed the door so hard that the whole house shook. Oh, wonderful. They changed the damn book on me. At long last, Grumpy Badger fell asleep. As soon as he was tossed and turned and wrinkling and squirming, he was dreaming of Mole dangling by one tiny paw at the top of the enormous Christmas tree. Mole was trembling. Mole was about to fall. "No!" screamed Grumpy Badger, sitting bolt upright and suddenly wide awake. "What have I done?" He jumped out of bed, grabbed his ladder, and dashed into the street. Grumpy Badger raced up to the Christmas tree. "Hold on, Mole," he cried. He scrambled up the ladder, scooped Mole gently into his arms, then helped him down to the ground. "I'm sorry I left you hanging," mumbled Grumpy Badger. "I suppose I've been a bit grumpy." "That's okay," said Squirrel, and he gave Badger back his Christmas present, a soft, puffy nightcap. "I've been so grouchy," said Grumpy Badger. "What can I do to make things better?" And then he knew. Badger's Christmas party was the best ever. There was pies and pastries, cheese and ham, and sticky sweet jam, cookies and cupcakes, and bottles of homemade lemonade. The jingles and jiving and joking and laughing late into the night. "Merry Christmas, everybody," Badger cried. "And if you don't all come to my party next year, I shall be very grumpy indeed." And that was tonight's story, and I do hope you all enjoyed it. It's quite a cute little story. And until we see each other again, bye-bye.